welcome to another Lawn Fawn video. Today we are introducing Slow Down and Enjoy and its coordinating dies and its add-on dies too. First up, we're going to stamp all of these images, and here is that cute little sloth and then his little bum. I just laugh every time. And then this fun little elephant and his bum too. Then we have some great sentiments for this set. We have Happy Birthday to You, This is Where I Fell Asleep, Thanks for Being Awesome, Read at Your Own Pace, Slow Down and Enjoy Life, I'll Never Forget Your Spot, a To and a From, and then a From. We have Hang in There, You've Got This, we have Sending Big Hugs, and we have Thanks a Ton. So some of the sentiments in this set are meant to be used with the add-on, which is to create tags and bookmarks, and we'll be making some of those today. And then some of the sentiments, the ones that are longer, like Hang in There, You've Got This, and Sending Big Hugs, are meant to be used on a card front, which you can use these guys on a card front as well. So I love that there's a lot of ways to use these cute little characters, and we'll be using them in some fun ways today in the video. So right now I'm using my Copic markers to add some color here to the little sloth and the elephant. And you can see that I'm creating kind of a dark area towards the bottom of his feet and then right at the bottom of his head where they kind of overlap where there might be a shadow. And I'll be using the same idea for the elephant here. So I am creating kind of darker areas on the elephant where there might be a shadow like behind his cheek or around his trunk and at the top of his head. And then I'm just blending that all in towards the center. And by adding those little darker parts, it really gives him kind of a cool three-dimensional look and makes him look even more like he's smiling, which is really fun. I'll repeat the same idea on my elephant, laying down my light color there and then my darkest, and then blending those dark colors out into light. So I'm literally going from N4 to N3 to N2 and then to N1. Now for his tail, to kind of help it stand out, I'm going to add a little darkness around it, and you can see there that it gives it kind of a little pop. So these are the coordinating dies, which you can bend apart at the tabs or use your wire snips to separate. And these are the add-on dies to create tags and bookmarks, which you can also bend apart at the tabs or use your wire snips to separate them. And so this is how those add-on dies work. So you can take that little tag die there and you can die cut the elephant directly so that the elephant is a part of the tag, or you can use the coordinating dies to die cut them and then layer that on top of the tag, which is my favorite way to do it actually. So there you can see we can layer that coordinating die right on top. So we're going to do that with the coordinating dies for all of these pieces, and there you can see he's going to come out and he's going to have this little foldable die cut piece there at the end, and I'm going to show you how to use that in two ways. The next thing I'm doing is adding a little heart. It's actually from the Rub-a-Dub-Dub stamp set. And so I'm going to add that to the elephant there and color it in. I just thought that was really cute. I just had to add that fun little finishing touch. So here I have my Gotta Have gingham paper, and I'm kind of looking through the colors to see what would be cute for the elephant. And I really like the idea of the blue with the gray elephant. So I have die cut the add-on die, which creates a tag or bookmark twice from that blue gingham paper. So here you'll see I'm going to take that little tab piece we were talking about earlier, and I'm actually going to push it back this time, just like that, and then I'm going to be able to layer him right on top of the tag. But first I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So I'm going to use the I'll Never Forget Your Spot to create a really cute bookmark, and these are really cute for kids' classroom kind of gifts, or just for anybody that you know that loves to read. And then here I'm going to stamp the To and From. I added the back of the elephant there to be a little guide as to how high I should stamp that up. Then I can add some adhesive to both the front and the back of the elephant and layer those right onto the tag, just like that. Then I can take those two tag pieces and add some adhesive to those and layer those together. And by layering two pieces of pattern paper together, it'll make it really nice and sturdy, and we'll also have the pattern on the front and the back too. So now you can see the front and the back of the bookmark, and it's just so cute. So now we're going to work with the Really Rainbow pack, and I really like this lined paper, and so I'm going to use the sloth part of the add-on die, and this time we're going to make a tag instead of a bookmark. So I'm just going to lay my little sloth on there just as a guide to see how high up I can stamp my sentiment, and I'm going to do Thanks for Being Awesome so I can tie this to a little gift bag later. Then I'll also use the From with the little comma there on the back of this tag. Now, in this case, instead of folding back the tab, I'm going to cut off the tab. And honestly, either one works. It's kind of just a personal preference thing. So I'm just going to get my scissors in there and just trim that right off, and then I can layer him right onto the tag. So I'll just add some adhesive to both of his pieces. And then I can start to layer the two tag pieces together too. And so I just love how you can really use these guys to create lots of fun different things, and the sentiments just crack me up. And when somebody turns it over, they're just going to smile when they see that little sloth bum on the back. So next up, I'm going to take out some of my lawn trimmings to add to these tags and bookmarks. So I have some peppermint lawn trimmings and then the new Ocean Sparkle lawn trimmings, which I really like because there's kind of a little glitter sparkle tinsel in there. And so I'm just going to feed those right through in the tag and kind of just run that back up just like that. And then I'm just going to trim down because I made it just a little bit too long. But it all just depends on kind of how you're attaching it or if it's going to be a bookmark or not. And then I'll repeat the same thing with that Ocean Sparkle twine. So I'm just going to feed that right through and then just put that right onto the tag. And so these are quick and easy. You could see how you could do a ton of them, especially if you kind of colored a bunch of elephants or sloths in front of the TV. The assembly is actually really, really quick for these. They're just so much fun. Okay, so next we're going to be using these guys on a card front, and we're going to be using that little tab piece in a different way. And I'm going to be recreating a super cute card by Elise, so thank you so much, Elise. So here you're going to see that I took out a bunch of stamp sets, which this is really, really fun to do. So I have Slow Down and Enjoy, but then I also have the original For You Dear. So you can see we now have 4 characters within this whole tag bookmark collection. I'm using some hats from Wild for You, and then some little cupcakes from Bun in the Oven. I've taken out some Watercolor Wishes paper, and then I'm going to look through my Gotta Have gingham, and I decided to use the pink gingham so that it would kind of be this tone-on-tone look. I'm using the largest of the outside-in stitched rectangles to die cut both the gingham paper and the Watercolor Wishes paper, but then I'm going to trim down that gingham paper because that's going to kind of be my table for my characters. I've also gone ahead and stamped and die cut a little banner there from Bannertastic, and I'm using a sentiment from Happy Everything here. It's my happy birthday, and I'm going to curve that on the block to match the curve of the banner. And so it's going to look really cute with the sentiment kind of matching the curve. Now here is where we're going to use that little tab piece in a different way. So instead of bending it back or cutting it off, we're actually going to use it almost like a little paper clip. We're going to hook these guys right onto this little pattern paper piece. This is a really cute idea for planners too. They could be little decorative kind of paper clips because you can just hook them right on and then you can pop them right off too. So here what we're going to do is we're going to stamp From All of Us that's from Simply Sentiments. And so I'm kind of putting everything onto my card as a guideline as to where I'm going to stamp. I'm going to pick up that stamp with my MISTI, and then I'm going to remove everything and then stamp that in some black licorice ink. Now I'm going to add some adhesive to these little guys to permanently adhere them since I don't want them to come off the card. Although it could be a really cute addition if you did it that way because you could kind of make this for a kid where they could kind of decorate and put the animals on and off in the card, which could be really fun too. So now that I've got all those guys on there, I have to give them party hats. And I have to say that every time I put party hats on little cartoon animals, it just makes me smile. It's just so fun and adorable. So after they've got all their party hats on, I'm going to add some adhesive to the whole thing and then layer that onto the front of my card. I'm going to also layer on my happy birthday banner to this card. And then I'm going to create just a white card base there to kind of go along with that banner. It's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I can layer that whole piece right on top of the card. And I really like that little white, tiny little 1/8 inch border all the way around. It just makes it look really great. And then last but not least, we're going to give them their cute little cupcakes to hold at their party. So to me, they're kind of at the dinner table kind of playing and holding with their cupcakes, which is so much fun. Then I'm going to take a little white gel pen and just add a little detail to those cupcakes, just to add a little extra something to the card. And then that's my finished card. It's super cute. I think it would make someone so happy on their birthday. And then I love seeing it next to the little bookmarks and tags because I love how there's so many different things you can do with this set. And so next up, we have some really gorgeous examples from the design team. And here is an awesome card by Audrey. And I love how she has her little elephant hanging on the thanks line border. It would work with all of those line borders. Here, Shari did something really clever where she incorporated her bookmark onto the front of her card. So she made a little pocket with the Stitch gift card pocket, and you can pull that little bookmark right out, which is a really sweet gift. Here's a card by Kristen where she's got the little sloth bum on the inside by creating a window in her card, which is just adorable. And then Nicole had a similar idea. So she has a star-shaped window with that fun little elephant, and then when you open it up on the inside, you get the surprise of his little bum hanging out there. Here we have a super cute card by Lynette, and I love that little speech bubble he's got and how you can see to the inside of the card with that window that she has. And then here, Lizzie has her elephants hanging out on some lacy borders, and I just love the fun colors of this card. Here's the card by Elise that inspired me to make mine today. And then I absolutely adore how Elena combined the sloth from Slow Down and Enjoy with the original hang in there. It's just adorable. And then this little bookmark by Letitia is so cute. I love how she layered the two die cuts. So I can't wait to see what you guys do with Slow Down and Enjoy, so make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!